Religious knowledge for Muslim youth turn back. Believe in destiny. What does destiny and accident mean? The sixth of the conditions of faith is believing in fate and accident, whether good or bad, with everything God knows, wishes and creates. In the universe, it is called destiny that Allah knows and appreciates the time, place, features and how things will happen without Him. It is called an accident that God created the things that He appreciated at all times in accordance with this discretion. If we compare fate to a plan, the accident is to do that in accordance with the plan. Everything that happens in the universe is with the knowledge, willingness and creation of God. There is no other creator than Him. To believe in destiny and accident means believing that everything is determined by God and created by God as determined by the time. Human responsibility. The works of man are in two parts. The first is jobs that are out of your own will, like shaking his hand due to a disease, working his heart, short or long neck. Human beings are not responsible for these things, as they occur directly by Allah's willingness and creation. The second is the work that occurs at the request of man. Because the work done by the person to sit up, walk, with his hands and other organs is created by Allah according to His own will, man is responsible for these works. It is Allah who appreciates and creates everything. However, whether or not He did any work He designed, God gave man a will, namely freedom of choice. If man chooses to do good with this will, and uses his power to do this, God creates good. If man chooses to do evil and uses his power to do so, God creates evil. It seems that whatever man wants to do is Allah creates it. No, and evil is from Allah. That is, good and evil is with Allah's creation. This is the meaning of the word. The reason why he is held responsible for his work is that he has this freedom of choice and uses his power to do what he prefers. For this reason, every person is responsible for the work he does with his will. If he has done no, he will receive his reward, and if he has done evil, he will be punished. The benefits of believing in fate. Since he knows that he will be held responsible for his own will, he uses his freedom of choice to good jobs. It avoids jobs that require punishment. Thus, the faith of faith gives the person a sense of responsibility. A person who believes in fate does not fall into pessimism and morale in cases where he is not successful in his studies or encounters a disaster. Because he knows that God has a purpose and wisdom in every work, that man is created as a being with limited power, he will not be responsible for the works that he cannot afford, and he abides by Allah's discretion. This belief gives comfort and sorrow to people. The faith of destiny teaches us that in the universe everything is made within a plan and for a purpose, everything has a reason. With this belief, human tries to fulfill their duties by researching ways and reasons for success in life. The concept of trust in Islam and the importance of working. Tawakkul is to wait for the result from Allah after working with all our strength and doing our best for any work we do. Let's explain this with an example. A farmer who wants to get a good crop from his field, first plow the field beautifully, sow the seeds, throw the manure, and if necessary, water it. After taking every precaution to protect his crop from pests, he leaves the rest to God and trusts Him. Because the farmer has done his best, now he will rely on Allah to grow his crops and produce, and wait for the result from Him. This is true trust. Otherwise, it is not an incentive to ask for a job without any work, to wait for the things that must be done by God. It is a wrong idea that does not suit Muslims. Our Prophet PBUH said to a person who did not tie his camel outside and said that I had faith in God, tie the camel first, then trust it. 23. It is understood from this word of our Prophet that the Muslim will do his best first and then put his trust in Allah. Just as praying and fasting is a religious duty, working and earning a living is a duty of worship value. Allah Almighty. When you pray, scatter the earth and seek your share from Allah's surplus. 24. Commanded. Our beloved Prophet said. He reported that it is necessary to seek halal earnings. 25. H said. Omar said, no one of you should stop searching for your sake and say, give me sustenance, my God, neither gold nor silver will fall from the sky. 26. It is evident that working is the command of our religion and the duty of the Muslim. We will do our best to accomplish a job, we will work with all our strength. Then we will wait for God to succeed us, and we will trust Him. Allah Almighty declared the importance of working by saying, there is no one else because He really works for man. 27. In the Quran. Our Prophet said, the best meal a person eats is the meal he has earned through the labor of his hand. The Prophet of God, David Pbuh, lived on the labor of his hand. 28 Commanded. Our religion attaches great importance to the study and evaluated it as a worship to make halal earnings. Working people are good people. Because human beings are beneficial for themselves, their families and their people. Our Prophet said, the good of the people is useful to the people. 29. Explained this fact by ordering. The Muslim should work for the world as if he would never die, and prepare for the hereafter as if he would die tomorrow. Our Prophet always recommended to work to see 2 days equal. 30. Ordered the Muslims to go further every day. Our beloved Prophet showed us the ways of being happy in the world and the hereafter with his blessed saying. It says, your auspicious is for those who do not abandon their hereafter for their world, who do not leave their world for their hereafter and work for both, and are not burdened with people. 31. Therefore, the Muslim will work for both the world and the hereafter and go further every day. This is the order of our religion. 23. Kesful Hava, C. Business. 144, 24, Friday, 10. 25 Kesful Hava C. 3p. 46. 26 Commentary Anal Ilm C. 2p. 182. 27 The Chapter of Nessim, 39. 28 Riyazu Salihin, C. I. p. 569. Opening parenthesis 29 closing parenthesis 250 Hadith p. 121. 30 Kesful Hava, C. 2p. 233. 31 Kesful Hava, C. Business. 393.